Getting closer and closer to a deal to end the war in Gaza and release dozens of hostages being held by Hamas. Negotiators are meeting in Doha this Tuesday to finalize details of a plan to end the war. Mediators gave Israel and Hamas a final draft of an agreement on Monday after what was called a midnight breakthrough. Well, Sharone Lifschitz is a filmmaker based in London. Both of her parents were taken hostage by Hamas on October 7th from a kibbutz in southern Israel. Sharone's 85-year-old mother was released in the first hostage release in 2023, but her 83-year-old father was not. She joins me now live from London to talk more about all of this. Sharone, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I can't imagine how difficult the past 15 months have been for you and your family. How are you feeling now with hopes of a deal so high?
I feel I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to believe that a deal is possible. It has eluded us so many times. We have seen so many people die along the way, hostages as a result of a deal not being reached. But I am very much hoping that a deal will be reached now and that all the hostages will come back.
We're getting reports that there are some 33 hostages to be released. Have you had any information at all if your father might be one of them?
My father fits the bill in the sense that he is one of the elderly people, the second oldest person in captivity remaining. I hope he will come back as soon as possible. Every day that passes is a torment beyond belief.
Have you had any information at all on how he's doing?
The last we've heard from him was with the hostages that came back in November 2023. He was frail. He was not doing well. He was alive. They saw him alive in Gaza in the first few weeks, but we had no sign of life since.
Your mother was released with that first group of hostages. How is she doing, and what did she tell you about her experience?
She is strong. She's campaigning relentlessly for the return of the hostages. She met with the prime minister. She's demonstrating 1 or 2 times a week. She's an inspiration to so many in Israel. She's an inspiration to all those who believe that a deal should be done, that an exchange of hostages should take place, that a ceasefire should take place. She is cautiously a little bit less pessimistic. She only would believe it when the hostages are driven to the hospitals in Israel.
Right. And again, I can only imagine. I mean, we're talking about her husband, your own father, who is still among these hostages. Tell us a bit more about your father. He used to be a peace activist working for better relations with the Palestinians.
My father believed absolutely that the region, we should reach a deal and we should live a sustainable life next to Gaza and in the region. And he fought for that all his life. He drove Palestinians in his retirement to hospitals in Israel in order to get medical treatment. He campaigned endlessly for this two-state solution he had many friends in Gaza and in Ramallah. He really did believe in a shared existence, spoke Arabic fluently. I hope it's helping him now.
Mm. And you and your other family members have continued that campaign in a way, particularly for this ceasefire deal, this prisoner release. Why, though, do you think this has taken so long? 15 months is a long time.
I think that the region is not benefiting from the best leaders. I think that the sanctity of life was not the number one. Our prime minister's political survival came a time above the interest of the hostages. That cost the life of many hostages. It's very, very hard to reconcile that. At the moment, we have to continue to push the prime minister so he pushes the government against the fanatics within his own government that should never ever have sat in the government, to reach a deal, to sign it, to return the hostages, to sign the ceasefire so that people of the region can start rebuilding their life.
Sharone, how do you feel at this point in your life? Are you hopeful that you will see your father again?
It's very hard to wish my father the last 465 days. He was older and more frail when I last saw him. It's hard to wish it to him, but miracles happen. And if he has managed to survive this, we are so looking forward to seeing him. I look forward to be there for him, not just to fight for his life, but to support his life, something we've been unable to do for the last 15 months. He's a very loved person. All the hostages, we're waiting for them so desperately. For my community of Nir Oz, there are still 29 hostages, 20, I presume, alive. We just want to have them back. We want to take care of them.
Sharone, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Sharone Lifschitz speaking to me there from London. Thank you so much.
Thank you.